title, cause he knew me since a kid. I cut my granny off and she don't see it how I see it. Got a big mouth, but he lack big ideas. Send him to the moon, that's just how I feel, yelling. It's not enough. Few solid left, but it's not enough. Few that'll reach that, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. Foot up on the gas, but turn his TV off, turn his TV off, turn his TV off, turn his TV off. Ain't no other king in this rap thing, they siblings, nothing but my children. When they disappearing, I'm in a city where the flag be getting thrown like it was past.
So much NFL history has come from within the walls of Soldier Field here in Chicago. And we're happy to return to it once again in its final chapters as an NFL stadium. Today, an NFC battle in store for us between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. Jake Moody now ready to get this one started. And we're underway from Soldier Field. As this at the 6. He's brought down just inside the 25. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Ready to go.
Back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they make the stop after giving up 6 yards. Good run on first. It's 2nd down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. It's taken in by Roma Dunze. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that'll be 1st down Chicago.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
What is on?
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And that is exactly what you're looking for on a 1st down run. He picked up 7.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
What is that?
Running for the marker on 2nd. He's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
What is that?
1st down throw by Williams. That one's incomplete over the middle. Now throw in the direction of DJ Moore. And now they face 2nd down.
Quarterback of his renown, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10.
What is that?
To throw is Williams. Caught on the comeback route. He takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. It's our Roma Dunze touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on an opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. Great vision, gets him across midfield. Finds a seam, left side, he's off to the races. Touchdown! He takes the kick all the way back for 6. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
Fielded at the 7. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, Williams. Buying some time right. Oh, look at this, here he goes. Williams hit, and that ball's out. But it bounces out of bounds, so they'll retain possession.
I think that's one of those cases, Kate, where this defense wished that ball was round. You know, it's not, and it bounces in funny ways, and unfortunately for the defense there, it bounces the wrong way right out of bounds.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Blown back, gets the handoff. It's inside the 10, and he takes this one in for a Chicago touchdown. The Bears just need 2 snaps to steal a lead.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. Nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. The first carry here for the rookie from Rice. He's got room to roam. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. So that's going to go as a pickup of 36 yards. And it'll give the Packers the first.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30.
Come on. Pass to the left. 19, Tiger. 19, Lion. Let's go. Steady.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Nothing like 68. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Area 70. Buffalo 18. Check up.
Back to throw. Finds a man right side. And he's stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
60 bucks, 60 bucks. Let's go now. Cowboy 80.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Complete beyond the marker. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Man in motion here. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Ready? Come to Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready?
Takes the 2nd down snap. On target to his back, here's Christian McCaffrey. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers finish off their opening drive.
Ready, set.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Set up. Let's go.
They'll try and punch it in. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Packers finish off their opening drive. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
We've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Starting from the 5. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10.
What is up?
Now here's Williams. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid.
He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Not an enviable spot as they come up 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. There it goes, pick 6, touchdown Green Bay.
Touchdown,
He missed the linebacker lurking, or he thought he could challenge him there and win. A 6-point mistake, Brock, either way.
You know, Kate, that you use that word as a verb. In quarterbacks, when we look at coverages, we use it as a noun. He's a lurker. You said he was lurking, and he was. And if you're not aware of that lurker, that free defender who's got eyes on you, they can make you pay just as he did.
And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10.
What is up?
After the pick, here's Williams. Odunze's got it, right side. And he hits him for a gain of 6. He's up to the 26.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Offense in the hurry up here.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Combo.
First down, and they go right back to it. And they catch him, but not until he's picked up 8 yards. It's 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Another carry for him. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Give him 8 on that one. And it'll be first down Bears.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
What is up?
Out of the gun, here's Williams. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I love that. And I love that defensively right there. It's about the only thing you could do to the tight ends at this level. You have got to disrupt them. You have got to match their physicality with even more physicality, and it forced an incompletion.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Whiskey. What is up? Yeah.
Williams to throw. Taking a shot deep here. Ooh, should have had another one there. Defense getting opportunity after opportunity to pick it off. 2 in a row now slipped away.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
3rd down. Here's Williams. Completed to his running back. And they make the tackle at the 38. Gain of 15 there. And that'll be first down, Chicago.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
These two NFC North teams have played one so far. 21-14 our score. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Give now to the running back. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
What is on?
Motion.
On play action, Williams. To the left and hauled in by Odunze. And they don't get any help on this 2nd down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
Punch forward.
They'll air it out on 3rd. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Rome Odunze, the intended receiver. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. That force, that contact separated man from ball.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Pretty big kick for him. Actually, a new season long. And when you do that, guess what happens? You're going to get called upon from that distance yet again.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10.
Alert! Press on me! 60 Maverick! Ready, go!
An early jump and the flags come in. I think this is going to go against the defense. So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards.
On the jump!
Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter 1st and 5.
Let's go, Dragon 60! 7 Pirates!
Hand off to the back, and he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down.
Get it! Ready!
Back-to-back carries here. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
Danger, kids. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
Roll! Ready! 60 Bison! Check! Mustang 19!
They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back him up. Man in motion wasn't set in time. Just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. So they should be a little prompter in snapping this, you'd hope, Brock, after that delay of game. They send a man in motion.
18 Cardinal, 18 Rattler, 18 ready.
They'll run here following the penalty. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
60. Here we go. set. Cowboy 80. Ready,
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's down to almost... Nope. They're actually going to give him the 30 here. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. 60 Bobcats. 70 Lions. Steady.
Here's the handoff. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go. Let's go.
They give it to him again. Stuck to the ground, but nothing gained that time, and it brings up 3rd and 7.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down.
Ready. Bronco, go.
Throw here, 3rd down. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. They just can't finish the play. Here's Jake Moody for the field goal. It is a 44-yard look from the right hash. That crunches off the right upright, no good. And a 4-point lead, it shall remain.
Man, that is a sound every kicker dreads. I really thought it had a chance to sneak in, but instead, it's rejected by the upright.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Williams set to pass. Caught by his fullback behind the line. And he's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
On 1st down, they'll run. Oh, he drops and cuts at the right sideline. They're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. He picks up 28 on the play. And it'll be 1st down Bears.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. And the Packers are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his 1st career interception.
Hey, Kay, you know as a quarterback, every decision you make's got a consequence. Some good, some bad. But that one right there, throwing into double coverage, making that decision to force the issue into double coverage in the end zone, that's a consequence that pays dearly.
They'll run here on 1st down. Reaches the 30. That's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers parlay the interception into points.
Hey, Kate, we're not even to halftime, and this guy has already got a game's worth of success. And the great thing is that, yes, it benefits him individually, statistically, but you know it just sets the table for everybody else because that play-action pass should be devastating.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Going back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Now, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. On play action, here's Williams. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. After the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
Defense gunning for a stop here. It's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Jump off, caught by his back. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness that's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
On 4th down, they'll bring out Blake Gillikin to punt it away. And this will be his first effort of the contest. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. He's got it at the 24. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Ready? Cut it! Check out!
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop it. They get 19 on that pickup, and it'll give the Packers the 1st.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield.
Tag! 70 Timberwolves!
Back to the well again. He'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4. The Packers take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Got it. Ready?
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go now. Panther 60. Panther 60.
They'll throw it. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. And that's sent to the ground by a defender and incomplete. Would have been one for the highlight reel, but instead, defeats in 3rd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
18, 70 Lions.
They'll throw 3rd and long. That's caught for the 1st. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a 29-yard gain. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
From the red zone now. That's a Green Bay touchdown. Packers get more points to end the lopsided first half. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
That one right down the middle. And the Packers push their lead to 18. So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. This return starts at the 5. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10.
Ready, go! Ready.
They'll start the second half with McCaffrey. Great work there to evade the tackle, but the rest of the run, pretty forgettable. No gain there.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
19, 18. 18, Rodwell. 18, 19 tight. 19 tight.
Working now from the gun. Kraft has it. And for the moment, that's going to be a touchdown. Whether it will stand, though, well, that depends on the call on this flag. They waited a little extra second there, didn't they? Maybe a little bit of a taunt to the other sideline, Brock, before they declined that call. That touchdown's going to stand.
All good in love and football. just a good little penalty taunt.
That one splits the uprights. And the Packers continue piling onto this lead. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. This return starts at the 5. Things going well so far. And he was pushing for midfield there before they finally dragged him down at the 45.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
It past the 50 and down to the Packers side of the field. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
What is it on?
Williams off the play fake. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
And the Bears, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32.
1st and 10 from the 32.
What is up?
Now here he goes on the boot. Hits his running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility, get outside the pocket, and find that open man.
What is up?
And off on 2nd and short. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
And looky here, you don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next third down coming.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
What is up?
Out of the pistol, Williams. Catch is made in close. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
What is it? On.
Going ground on 1st and goal. He's going to be taken down as this defense shows some backbone. Great stand to get him at the 2.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Completed over the middle. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
What is up?
Here's a give straight up the middle. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown. The Bears start the second half with some needed points. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's attended to. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Shot.
On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Ready, set.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Here we go. Check. Hop 70. Hop 70. Let go.
Lone back gets the handoff. He's going to have this out near the 40, just a little bit short of it. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the 1st.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want to open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Let's go. Hop 70. Timberwolves. Ready, ready.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And good forward, about 5 yards, looks like. It's 2nd down now.
A humble 5-6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Cowboy 8. Smash. Go.
Another carry for him. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Okay, great.
Just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. Ready.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. Open space inside the 40. And he's going to be taken down at the 28. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it. And that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
Match. Ready.
First down, play action. Hits him on the out route. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. That play good for 17 and a first down.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. It's a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the third quarter. The Packers carrying both the football and a good lead into our fourth quarter. They'll come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Hand off to the back. Some good running here as he gets him 7 on that first down carry.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
Ready. Let's go.
Back-to-back carries here. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down. You know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. Well, the jumping has cost him 5. 1st and goal a little bit tougher here.
Ready.
They'll run here, following the penalty. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Listen, everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot, and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Set. 70 Timberwolves.
So with that play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Another chance at 6. It's 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's go. 18. Ready.
Go to him again. And he's backed up again as they stop him for another loss. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
This is 3rd and goal. They're backed up to the 9.
Let's go. 19 Charger. 19 Charger. Ready.
Here we go. Right up the gut. And he's not going to get in. Another stand defensively. They've made it 4th and goal. For the 2nd time today, they're going to run the kick team out for the field goal. This from 30 yards out. Moody knocks it through. And that stretches the lead to 21.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Williams. Looking to his fullback now. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Now here's Williams. Gets it to him on the screen. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Third down, here's Williams. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. Like a bit of a concentration drop on that one. So that brings up 4th and long.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Chicago brings out the punting unit. And this won't get him any extra breathing room. He's brought down back at his own 7-yard line. Now looks like we're going to get a stoppage for an injured Packer. He's in some pain as the trainers head out to examine him. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10.
Get it. Go.
Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, hey, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
Pat the 60, pat the 60, trap 60, trap 60, 79 Broncos. Ready.
They're going to throw out of the gun. Short pass brought in. Pushing it up past the 30. He runs it up to midfield. Look at him go. And he's brought down, and a penalty flag out on the play as well. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. I'll take 2nd down behind the sticks now after that holding call. He'll look to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That one intended for Christian McCaffrey. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Hey, eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down after check down after check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Finds him on the crossing route. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. From the gun, McCaffrey. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
Got it. Ready?
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Ready.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Packers close to picking up their 5th win. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Ready.
They give it to him again. Good running here on first down as he works his way forward for about 8.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After that little 8-yard scooch, here comes 2nd and 2.
Ready?
Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Finds him over the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 36. 6-yard gain on the play. And it'll give the Packers the first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
First down, Green Bay.
Let's go.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down.
Ready?
Second quarterback run here. So it's the visiting Packers who pick up the win. And they take the first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are your winners as we say so long from Chicago.